What's going on, guys? TTL here. Going to be going over my top three MLB picks for today, June 14th, 2024. We had a decent day for the free picks yesterday. We hit Lopez over 4 strikeouts. He got that with ease. We had Hook under 5.5 strikeouts. He got five, I believe. It was either 4 or 5, but he did end up staying under for us. And then we had Joe Ryan over 7.5 strikeouts. Unfortunately, he could not get there for us. He ended up with like five. He started off really good. He had like 2 strikeouts in the first inning, one the next inning. And I mean, he was getting really hot to start off the game, but then just could not strike them out. So, very unfortunate there. 2 out of 3 day, though. Definitely a profit day. Over in VIP, we hit 4 out of 5 on our 5 pick, 5 out of 6 on some 6 picks. And overall was just a giant profit day for us. So let's do that again today, guys. And as always, if you are interested in VIP, click the Patreon link in the pinned comment. Highly recommend it, guys. We have a money back guarantee going on right now. $20 a month is what it costs. If you don't profit on your first day of joining VIP, you do get your $20 refunded. So if the VIP picks do not hit and we don't profit, you get your $20 back. You keep your month of VIP. So I've already refunded, I think, 2 people just because they joined on the losing day. But overall, the past like a week has been all profit except for like one day. So we've been crushing it. Let's keep on crushing it. And let's get into today's picks, guys. So our first pick that I'm going to give out to you guys is going to be Ryan Feltner under 4.5 strikeouts for the Rockies. Facing off against the Pirates today. The Pirates don't strike out very often, anyways. I like this matchup for him, and let's go take a look at why I'm liking this play today. So let's head on over here really quick, guys. I found all of these props using DG Fantasy. Use code LIMIT, get 25% off your first month. They compare sportsbook odds and other pick'em apps to the odds on Prizepicks, UnderDog, etc., and just show you the best possible odds so you can find those positive EV plays. They also have an AI slip generator, which gives you positive EV slips on the dot on command. So we can see this 3 pick for underdog with Bradish over fantasy, Gibson over fantasy, and Sam Burns under 72.5 strokes. You can put that in for a 6x on underdog right now. Most likely those are going to get bumped. The Prize Picks has a bet on Prize Picks button, which automatically puts those picks in your slip for you as well. Just super, super cool. Highly recommend checking it out. Again, code LIMIT for 25% off your first month. And then let's go ahead and head over to Outlier. You can use my link for a free week. We're going to click on props, click on MLB at the top, and then we're going to search for Ryan Feltner, apply, and we can take a look at under 4.5 strikeouts. We can see right here minus 135 on DraftKings and on Caesars, and then minus 140 on FanDuel. So I'm really liking this for us. Over his last 5, he's went under in 3 out of 5. He's failed to exceed this in 7 of his last 8 games at home as well, but 3 of his last 5, in 7 of his last 10, and in 9 of 13 games this season. In the head-to-head matchup, he only got 3 strikeouts versus the Pirates just last month, actually. So really, really liking this at home. We can see he's had 5 games at home this season. He's went under in 4 out of 5 of those. So I am loving this. We can also see in the top right, earned runs per 9 innings. Feltner goes from a 5.74 to a 7.94 versus the Pirates. We can see his strikeouts per 9 innings goes from a 7.7 strikeouts to a 4.76. And then he does allow a little bit less hits and walks per inning as well. Um, Overall, really loving this. We can see he is dead last for pitchers for his strikeout rate, 19.2%. So I am just absolutely loving this today. We can see the Pirates versus Feltner in the bottom right. We don't have too much data. A lot of these batters only have 2 or 3 at bats versus him, but we can see 0% strikeout rate, 0%, 33%, 0, 0, 0, 16. Like, they don't strike out very much versus Feltner. I don't think we're going to have any issues today. I think this is going to make the 5th game in a row that he's went under 4.5 strikeouts at home. So let's lock it in, guys. Ryan Feltner under 4.5 strikeouts. And let's head on over to pick number 2. So pick number 2 is going to be Hunter Brown over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts. You can see this one was actually a popular play as well. 2.8K people had taken the over here. I really like this versus the Tigers, who strike out quite a bit. I think this is going to be a good match today. We have the Astros versus the Tigers, and Skubal is pitching for the Tigers as well. So I think this is going to be a good matchup. Both of these teams have been not the greatest this season. I think that the Astros win this, but I do think it's going to be a good matchup. I think Hunter Brown is going to go over 6 strikeouts, and let's take a look at the reasoning why I like that play. So let's go ahead and search up him on Outlier right here, Hunter Brown, and we can take a look at the over. This is over 4.5 right here, but over 5.5. We can see on Caesars right now, this is actually minus 163. On UnderDog, this is minus 155. It's probably a 0.9x on UnderDog right now, and it's going to continue being bumped. Over his last 5, he's hitting 3 of 5, with those 3 being in straight games as well. Last 10, we can see 5 of 10. In the insights, he has failed to exceed this in 11 of his last 14 games at home. I'm not really too worried about that. We're going to take a look at that, but I'm not too worried about that. We can see the head-to-head matchup. He went over in his last game. He got 9 strikeouts versus the Tigers. The game before that, he got 5. And then in 2024, he's went under in 42% of games, 5 of 12. And at home, as we said, he's only went over in 2 of 7. But I do like him to go over today. In this matchup, this is just a really good matchup for him. We can see the games he's went under this season. He has had a lot of tough opponents. The Yankees, he got 5. The Rangers 3, Royals 0. That one's rough. The Braves 3, and then he went over versus the Guardians and the Nationals. He went barely under versus the Mariners and the Brewers. And then he went over versus the Mariners. He got 9. And then the Twins, he got 7. And the Angels, he got 7. And that's 3 games in a row he's went over. And I feel like he's just back in his groove. We can see a lot of these games where he went under, we're seeing zero point 0.2 innings. He didn't even finish an inning. 3 innings, 4 innings, 4 innings, and he went over on that one. 4 innings, he barely went under. 5 innings, he barely went under. And then his past 4 games in a row, he's went 6 innings pitched. I think he's going to get at least 5 innings pitched, probably 6 today in this matchup, because Detroit just does not have good batters, man. I mean, we can take a look in the top right as well. His earned runs per 9 compared to his normal, he goes from a 5.5 to a 1.8. His strikeouts per 9 goes from a 9.8 to a 12.6. And his walks and hits per inning pitched goes from a 1.5 all the way down to a 1. So I'm really liking this. We can see he is 23.9% K rate this season, 70th percentile, so top 30%. And when we take a look at the opposing end, the opposite end, we can see Detroit batting versus right-handed batters or right-handed pitchers is a 24.1% as well, 24th in the league. So almost a bottom 5 team, a bottom 6 team right now for strikeout rates. So I'm really liking this. When we take a look in the bottom right, I mean, every single batter, I'm actually going to move my camera for this just so you can see this. Every single batter is just not there. So we're going to go ahead and put my camera right here for a minute. But we can see Kelly, 33.3%. Rogers, 66%. Keith, 50%. McKinstry, 14%. Ursula, 50%. Vierling, 17%. Badu, 60%, 50%, 37%, 50%. Everyone strikes out a ton versus Hunter Brown on this lineup. I'm really loving this matchup for us. I'm locking in the over, and that's going to be our second play of the day, guys. And then our third and final pick of the day is going to be one that I can't really show the data for, but it is favored, and I do think it will be taken off the board. And that's going to be a no-run first inning. It's going to be Zach Littell and Chris Sale under 0.5 first inning runs allowed. 8.5 thousand people have taken this prop, whether that's an over or an under. I just really, really like this for them not to give up a run in the first inning. I don't think I can put this on Outlier. I don't think it shows up, but this is like minus 150 on sportsbooks right now. I do think it'll be taken down. Love this. I had the stats pulled up earlier, but just don't have them up on my screen right now and don't want to waste time pulling it up. Sorry, guys. But loving this pick. The Braves and the Rays have great batters, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think they're going to get there today. They typically don't in the first inning, not going to lie. I think each of them have went over this in maybe one or two games out of the past 10 games. So they typically don't get a run in the first inning. I really like this matchup for them not to get a run in the first inning. I don't think this game is going to have many runs overall. So let's lock in the under on this no run first inning here. That's going to be our third and final pick of the day. Let's go 3 for 3 today, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.